Hello everyone, Digger Steve here. Today I want to show you the Gold Miser Mini Sluice. I've had this thing around for a while. I got it, I think, in a package that came with some basic gold pans and classifiers, and this was kind of thrown in as a bonus. Now, I hadn't used it before. This is the Gold Miser by Sluice Box Incorporated. So I'm going to set it up. I'm going to show you how it works. So I've got everything set up here in a small mixing tray. We've got the Gold Miser, an 8-inch gold pan, small gold pan, and a little tiny pond motor there that I'm using to run the sluice. It's I think the smallest one you can get at Home Depot. Works real good. Alright, let me set her up, get it working, I'll show you how it works. There's a little better shot of the material tailings dropping off into a 8-inch pan. It's pretty, I mean, this is just kind of a little temporary setup. So you can see I've got the hose here just kind of secured with a little paper clip. This clip holds the wire. This one just helps level out the micro sluice. Okay, so here's a shot of the mini micro sluice in action, running some cons that I brought home. I don't have a spiral wheel, so I thought I would try this, and it seems to be working pretty good. Let me just demonstrate. It's slow going because we're using a spoon, but I'm just dripping it in right there, dripping it into the little pump stream. Very slowly, little tiny bit of material at a time. Now this material is only classified to a 1/4 inch. I recommend classifying it down a little bit more, but it does push the material through pretty well. This is the first time I have used this little micro sluice. I got it as part of a package and I always wondered what to do with it. I've been doing a lot of panning out of my cons, but I do like the way this works. I've run about 10 pounds of concentrates through it. Like I said, it is tedious, it's time consuming. I think with a gold wheel you're going to be spoon feeding it as well, so I'm not sure that this is any slower than a gold wheel. What is nice about it is the concentrates that are left are so small that it's easy to work with them and recover any gold that you pulled out of the material. I like this well enough that I think I'm going to make a more permanent type setup and use it to run my cons. Now I've already done a clean out with this. It was catching a lot of fines. Didn't have a problem catching the gold at this angle, at this setup. You may have noticed I've got a little catch pan at the end. I sample that to make sure nothing's getting through. And I may very well run this material again. It's producing fairly well. When it's time for clean out with this little mini sluice, the way it's set up here, it's pretty easy. I start with the 8-inch gold pan clean, and then I'll take the little hose, which I can move around, and just tilt it up and kind of blast the material out of there. Works real good. You don't have to tip it or pick it up. Kind of chintzy with this little paper clip here, but it's holding the nozzle in the right spot. So now that I've got all the material pushed out, I'll pull out my pan. And you can see there's just a very small amount of cons left there to pan out.